I never said out.
No, you didn't have to.
How are you? Sorry, that's a stupid question.
Better for seeing you. If I didn't have that, I don't know what I'd do.
So, Jake wants you to know that he got a certificate for his part in the nativity.
Good.
He had to go up and collect it in assembly. And stop grinning.
Gary. Listen, I want you to promise to do something for me.
What?
I want you to get back with Sarah. I want you to move on with your life.
Why are you telling me all this?
And you need to make sure that Faye, she sticks with school. You know, she's a bright girl, but you've got to stay on the case.
Stop it. Stop it. You're not doing this.
I've got to face facts, love. I'm not getting out of here.
If you keep on talking like this, you won't be.
How do you want me to talk? Hey? Pretend that everything's going to be all right. Pat feelings won.
No. No.
Yeah. And the sooner I accept that, the better.
All right, listen to me. I won't get to say out, but I've been speaking to Seb.
What?
Just hear me out, okay? I don't think him and Pat are as tight as we think. I've been trying to get closer to him.
No, Gary, you need to stay away from him.
It's fine. Seb's a decent lad deep down.
It's not him that I'm worried about. If Pat Phelan finds out what you're up to...
He won't.
But he will. He always does.
Mum, I am not going to sit here and let that man tear apart our family again. Seb's the chink in Pat's armour, and if I can work on him, I know that I can get him to change his story. I'm certain of it.
Yours. You've had a visiting order request for tomorrow. Urgent.
From who?
Mrs. Eileen Phelan.
Eileen Phelan.
That's what it says here. Would you want to see her or not?
Oh, yeah, I'll see her, all right. Can I help you?
You Anna?
It might be.
Karen. I know Abby Franklin.
Who?
Abby Franklin. She said to say hello.
Seb's mum.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, someone's coming in to see me later on today, and I'm not really sure why.
To do with your case?
Yeah and no.
If you need any help with anything, let me know. My cellmate's got Pitch Perfect 3 on download. We're watching it later if you're interested.
Thanks.
How's it going?
How's it going? In prison? Oh, yeah, it's terrific, thanks. I'm having the whale of a time.
About you, I'd be grovelling.
Look, I obviously didn't know it was you.
Is that an apology?
He's the one that should be in here.
It's common courtesy to look before you lash out with a blunt object.
Is that why you've come?
No.
I panicked. Okay. I thought it was him, and I'm sorry.
Seb reckons that Pat set you up.
And you believe him?
I just want to hear it again. I want to know what you were doing at the office that day. And I want to hear it in your words.
Have you been to the police?
No.
I take it he doesn't know you're here.
You're all wrong.
Are you talking about the apartments? Well, they've proved him wrong if you believe that Vinny was to blame, but who knows where Vinny is? Everybody took Phelan's word for that, just like they're taking it for this. I mean, Vinny could be dead for all that we know. Like Michael.
Pat never laid a finger on Michael.
But the other one you're not so sure about.
Thank you for your time.
No, you wait. I want details. You have to tell me exactly what Seb told you.
I've said enough.
All right. Maybe we should just add him to the list of Phelan's victims.
He didn't kill anyone. I don't know why Seb said it.
Said what? What did he say, Eileen? That Phelan's killed Vinny? Can't you join the dots here? My case goes to trial next week. I never pushed that boy, and you know it. Your husband's trying to stitch me up. He's been trying to stitch me up since the minute he laid eyes on me.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come.
No, please. No, Eileen, get back here. Eileen! He's a liar! He's a liar, Eileen! I'm not going to rest until he's put inside here instead of me!
See you at the wedding?
I'll catch you later, yeah? How'd it go, your visitor?
What did Abby say to you?
Abby Franklin. I told you. She said to stay alone, that I should look out for you.
But why?
We're still watching that film later if you fancy.
What about her son, Seb? Did you say anything about him?
I don't think so.
You know, where is he? Can you ask her where he is? Can you do that for me?
I'm on laundry duty.
All right, well, after that, though, can you get in touch with her?
Maybe.
Okay. And, can you get hold of a mobile phone for me?
I might be able to get access to one. At cost.
Okay, good.
See you later then.
Yeah. Perfect. Pitch 2.
Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah, well, I'll be there.
Laters.
Oh, laters, yeah.
Hello?
Did you know that Seb's done a runner?
Anna, this isn't the usual number.
Yeah, well, Abby's got a mate in here. She's called Karen. She's sorted a mobile out for me.
Well, be careful, because if they catch you...
Listen, never mind all that. Why didn't you say anything to me about Seb? Karen said he's been gone for days.
I don't know what to make of it. I thought he'd be back by now.
Well, Eileen had a lot to say to me about feeling.
Really? I thought you'd be the last person she'd want to talk to.
Well, she seemed really scared that he'd done something terrible.
Like what?
Well, she legged it before I could drag it out of her. You've got to persuade her to come back and see me.
She's not listening to me, is she?
Well, listen, I felt like she really wanted to spill her guts if I could just push her a little bit more.
All right, I'll give it a go, I suppose.
Oh, well, Tim, try really hard, please, because I don't want to spend the next 5 years in prison.
It's packed my stuff already.
Thanks for coming back.
I'd appreciate it if you could keep this to yourself. Last time you blabbed to Tim.
Didn't know it was a secret. You scared of feeling sus and you've been spending time with the enemy? Is there still no word from Seb? Oh, God. I hope nothing's happened to him. Yesterday you told me you said feeling had killed someone.
It's mad. It's totally far-fetched.
Oh, come off it. You were terrified that there might be some truth in it.
No, you're wrong. It's just made me question how honest Seb is. How well do you really know him? I mean, really?
Pretty well. I mean, despite what he's done to me, I still don't think he's a wrong un. Impressionable, maybe. Easily led.
Just think he's maybe not the most stable of lads.
I think he's done pretty well, considering.
Well, since a toddler, his mum's been on drugs. With a role model like that, it'd be difficult not to go the same way.
Well, from what I've seen, he's done the complete opposite. He's decided he wants to live a better life.
But what he said about Pat was beyond a joke. Thought maybe he was off his head on something.
Right. So what about all the stuff other people have told you about your beloved husband? Quite a list now. Are we all on drugs?
This was pointless. I don't know where it came.
Oh, I think you do. I think that feeling in your gut is getting stronger. And I think that scared little voice inside your head is getting louder and louder, and you can't ignore it anymore.
Hey?
I've seen all this before. My mum was exactly like you. My dad was a criminal. And whatever he did, you know, she'd just make excuses for him or else she'd turn a blind eye.
That is not what I'm doing.
You are, and you damn well know it. My mum wasn't a stupid woman. Neither are you. I think she just protected him, you know, out of some sort of twisted loyalty. When I was 10, she left him. Couldn't live like that anymore.
Well, I hate to interrupt your little trip down memory lane, but this is getting us nowhere.
Tell me what Seb said to you. Why has it thrown you so much?
I should have stayed away. Look, just good luck with the court case.
No, listen. I know it must be very hard for you without Todd. But if you think that Phelan's done something, if you've got the tiniest suspicion, then you've got to find out more. He's been getting away with too much for too long. Do you know what? You better watch yourself. Because he might just turn on you one day. think, Eileen. Please. While you still can. No, it's me, love. It's your mum.
Hi, Mum. How are you? Well, it's so good to hear your voice. Dad said you got a phone.
Yeah, have you still not heard from him, then?
No, not yet.
Listen, sweetheart, I don't want to raise your hopes, but I had a really interesting meeting today.
What do you mean, who with?
Well, I can't get into that now, but I just wanted to let you know that, well, I think that things are finally looking up.
Really?
You know it's my court case in a few days.
Of course, yeah.
Well, you know, I've got a feeling that things are going to go my way, so with a little bit of luck, I could be home soon. Everything will go back to normal.
Come on, ladies,
Listen, Becky, I've got to go, okay? Make sure you're eating properly and take care. Yeah, I love you millions. Bye, bye, bye.
Hiya.
Eileen, it's me. Listen, thanks for coming in today. Have you found anything else out?
You need to stop phoning me.
I know, but if you've got suspicions about him, then you need to do the right thing. Please, please, Eileen, I'm begging you.
You can beg all you want, Anna. You and the rest can keep spinning lies about my husband, but I know the real Pat and I trust him 100%. If you call here again, I'm reporting you. Got it?
I honestly thought that Eileen had seen sense. But she's right back on Phelan's side.
Right, I'll speak to her.
Do you know what? There's no point. I've tried. It's clear whose side she's on.
So what now?
I think that we need to find Seb. He's the only one that can help me now.
OK, just leave it with me. I'll see what I can do. But look after yourself in there, Mum, OK?
OK. I love you millions.
All right, bye.
It's not a problem, is it?
Well, I'm lucky I could get a visitor. They caught me with the phone.
I told you to be careful with that thing.
We've got some news. Gary tracked Seb down and he reckons it was Phelan that killed Luke.
So I went and told the police. Next thing, Phelan's getting hauled out of number 11 straight into a police car.
So it was Luke that Seb was on about.
They're just questioning Phelan for now.
Yeah, but it's something.
So where's Seb?
We got no idea.
Well, what if Phelan gets out? We'll go straight for him.
You've got enough to be thinking about. Just take it easy.
Take it easy. Phelan's a killer. He could be walking the street in a few hours. You've got to go and find Seb and make sure he's safe.
Yeah, Gary's right. We'll find Seb and make sure that he's safe.
Well, how are you going to do that? The lad's in hiding. He's terrified and he's got a right to be. You know, you need to make sure you keep a close eye on Faye, just in case Phelan tries to get to Seb through her.
We'll look after her. Promise.
You think he's going to get away with it, don't you?
I honestly don't know. All I know is that he's a dangerous man and I'm just terrified of what he might do next.
I don't mean to be rude.
This is for you, for the trial tomorrow.
Thanks.
You should try and get some sleep.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen, is it?
You may not like some of the questions you hear today.
Yeah, well, it's not the questions I'm worried about, it's the answers. You're worried, aren't you, about how I'll react when Phelan's up there?
You must try and keep your emotions under control.
So put a smile on my face while he's up there telling his lies about me.
Sing a little tune in your head while he's talking, if it helps.
What would you suggest? I want to break free.
Some people say it helps keep composure. But just remember, I'll be with you every step of the way.
£5 left.
Have they said how long she could get if she's found guilty? Up to 4 years, I think.
With Your Honour's leave, I will call the first witness for the Crown, Patrick Phelan.
Thank you. I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, right.
I'd say she's a good mother. Very protective. Of course, Faye had a baby when she was still just a kid, so...
Your Honour, I don't see the relevance.
I agree. Can we move on, please?
Mr. Franklin is Mrs. Windass's daughter's boyfriend, correct?
Correct.
Did you see Mrs. Windass with Mr. Franklin on the day of his fall?
First time was that morning in our local cafe, Roy's Rolls.
And what happened?
Well, I didn't hear what they were arguing about, but Anna slapped him very hard across the face.
Did you see Mrs. Windass again that day?
Yes, I did. I was unloading my van in Victoria Street, and I saw Anna go into the solicitor's office. It'd be as well to say she didn't look very happy. Seb was up the ladder, cleaning the windows.
And what time was this?
5-ish. I remember the time because I was thinking it was about time I went to the pub.
And when did you next see Mr. Franklin?
After I'd returned from my holidays and he'd come out of hospital.
And what did he say about the accident?
He said that he had started to remember bits and pieces, that his memory was, slowly returning.
Which memories?
Well, he told me that he clearly remembers seeing Anna's face just before he fell.
No more questions, Your Honour.
Here we go. Sorry. Entirely.
Did she have a key?
I don't know.
Or did she press the buzzer?
I can't remember.
But if your vision was sharp enough to recognize Mrs. Windass, surely you would have seen how she got in.
Yeah, like I say, I don't remember.
In fact, you didn't remember anything about this for quite some time. Not even when you heard Mrs. Windass was found with Mr. Franklin's unconscious body.
I'm sorry, is that a question?
How long was it before you thought to report what you claimed to have seen to the police?
I don't know, a couple of weeks or so. I mean, like I say, I didn't really think much of it at the time.
Or perhaps in all that time, when your memory mysteriously failed you, you saw a chance to frame Mrs. Windass, a woman with whom you have a long-standing grudge.
I know what I saw.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Members of the jury, we will adjourn for lunch.
Court rise.
Can you tell the court what happened after you regained consciousness in hospital after your fall?
I woke up.
Did you recall how you got your injuries?
No. Don't remember any of it.
Come on, Seb.
Do you remember seeing Anna Windass in the office before you fell?
No. I don't.
Hello, Mr. Franklin. Let's keep it simple. Did Mrs. Windass push you off that ladder?
No. It was him who made me say that.
For the record, can you tell me the name of that person?
Pat Phelan. He's always had it in for Anna. Can I get some water, please?
Where are you going, love?
I need some air.
Should I start packing up the rest of my stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I must say I wasn't expecting this.
Me neither. After today.
What? Seb coming clean, that finally did it for you, did it? How long have we been trying to tell you what that man's really like?
I know. Hearing Seb today.
Oh, he was very brave. He's terrorised that poor lad.
If he's lied about this.
This is just the tip of the iceberg, Eileen. Believe me.
If he has done all this. I'm so sorry. I know I can't make it up to you, but if there is anything that you need.
Thanks. Seb would come through for me. You know, he's a good lad deep down.
It's certainly done us a favour. But we're by no means out of the woods.
Yeah, but if Seb said that I didn't do it...
He's a young man with a troubled past who changed his story at the last minute. Some jurors may perceive him as flaky and his evidence unsound.
Right, I see.
Plus, they'll have to weigh it against Mr. Phelan's testimony, the forensic evidence, and whatever Mr. Cropper has to say, of course.
Oh, well, we've got no worries there with that one.
Let's hope not. Look, all in all, I'd say we've grounds for cautious optimism, Anna. But that's as far as it goes.
Well, it's a sight more than I had, so I'll take it.
I flirted with the pattern.
How long have you known the accused?
Nearly 10 years.
She's an employee at your cafe.
Anna is a very highly valued member of staff.
Would you describe her as a friend?
I'd be proud to do so. But I'm not here to special plead. I shall tell the truth.
I'm pleased to hear it. In your experience, is Anna Windass someone capable of violent behaviour?
Not at all. Anna is a caring, nurturing mother, a diligent worker, immensely popular with my customers. And no one could fail to be struck by her warmth.
According to your statement, Mr. Franklin was struck by rather more than that on one occasion. Shortly before he was toppled from his ladder, you said he was involved in an altercation at your cafe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Please tell the court what happened.
Feelings were running high.
Between the accused and Mr. Franklin in the hours before he was seriously injured?
Yes, but the incident in the cafe is unconnected.
If we could stick to the facts, Mr. Cropper, would you please describe to the court what happened?
Well, there was a misunderstanding. Seb was quite emotional. He said some very harsh, hurtful things regarding Anna's injuries.
Did the accused assault Mr. Franklin? It's a straightforward question, Mr. Cropper.
Yes, she hit him.
And how would you describe the blow?
Well, it was quite a hard slap, but in the face of extreme provocation.
So let me ask you again, bearing in mind your admirable commitment to the truth, in your experience, is your friend and colleague, Anna Windass, capable of violent behaviour?
Well, I suppose in the strictest sense one would have to say yes, but then again...
Thank you. No more questions, Your Honour.
Last thing I want to do is go.
How did he respond?
Well, he was devastated. I mean, I know that it's not a death sentence anymore, but, you know, it's still a lot to come to terms with, especially for a lad of his age.
Did you assist him in that process?
Yeah. Yeah. I did all I could, you know, for his sake, for my daughter's.
So did you feel any resentment towards him, as the prosecution has alleged?
No. No, like I say, I'd accepted that him and Faye were together.
And what help were Mr. Franklin's family after his diagnosis?
He's, Abby, his mum, she has a drug problem. So, she was finding it hard, you know, to cope with her young twins.
The family's been of concern to social services for some time, is that right?
I tried to do my bit, you know. I went round to their place, did a bit of cooking. I didn't want the kids taken into care.
You supported the Franklins?
They were desperate.
So you assisted not only Mr. Franklin, but his wider family?
Seb's been through more than any lad his age should. You know, anybody would have tried to help.
But did they?
No. No, I just happened to be there, I suppose.
When no one else was, or ever has been.
And his family. And no doubt some of your actions do you credit.
Thanks.
But you weren't always so supportive. You didn't approve of your daughter's closeness with Mr. Franklin.
Well, no. Not at first, but like I said, you know, I soon came round to the idea.
But as we've heard from Mr. Cropper, you were on very bad terms with Mr. Franklin on October 25th, the day he was injured.
Yeah, but that was a misunderstanding.
That was cleared up before his fall?
No. No, not beforehand, no.
How did he come to fall from his ladder?
I don't know. You know, he must have slipped.
Do you dispute Mr. Phelan's account of what happened?
Totally.
Do you think he misinterpreted what he saw?
Not misinterpreted. He made it up.
After everything you've been through.
You are alleging that Mr. Franklin had an accident on his window cleaning round, subsequent to which Mr. Phelan persuaded Mr. Franklin to lie to the police, then gave a false statement having planted forensic evidence to substantiate that assertion. And then he finally perjured himself in this court.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Why? Why would any man go to such lengths?
Because he's a monster. Because he's been obsessed with me from the minute he laid eyes on me. He ruined the man that I loved. He forced me into sleeping with him.
Mrs. Windass, please.
And what about Michael Rodwell
Stick
with
to
blood
the
on his
pertinent
hands?
facts.
These are the facts! Pat Phelan
Is not on trial here. Members of the jury, I will direct you in due course to disregard the defendant's last remarks.
Your Honour, please may I request a 5-minute adjournment while I better understand some new instructions I've just been given?
Prosecution has requested an adjournment.
Where did they get it from?
Outside a taxi office, apparently. I gather the footage is pretty clear-cut.
Will Gary and Tim be in trouble?
Potentially. But that's not our immediate concern. Were you aware this is what they'd done?
No. I mean, I never put them up to it, if that's what you're thinking.
Well, what I think isn't really the issue. The CCTV itself technically isn't admissible.
So they can't show it to the court?
No. But Mr. Metcalf is our first witness. And the prosecution can, and almost certainly will, Try to question him about the exchange when they cross-examine.
So where does that leave us?
As it stands, they've managed to call Seb's account of events into question. If they can convince the jury that his change of heart was the result of coercion...
It'll look bad.
Not just bad, Anna. I'm afraid it will be absolutely damning.
Okay.
I'm in the lad, but I do know how easy it is to get your angles wrong and reach too far, and before you know it, you've fallen off a ladder.
In your experience, have accidents like this happened before?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Good afternoon, Mr. Metcalfe.
Afternoon.
Tell me, is your daughter still in a relationship with Mr. Franklin?
Yeah, on and off, yeah. They've been together a long time, considering how young they are and what they've been through and stuff, yeah.
Did you speak to him about this case?
Well, we were told at the beginning not to discuss the evidence in case it was to jeopardise the trial.
And have you stuck to that? Mr. Metcalfe?
Very cosy.
Have you discussed this case with Mr. Franklin or anyone else in the past few days?
Yeah, just casual stuff like how you're keeping and that, yeah.
So you didn't accost Mr. Franklin and physically detain him in the back of your cab?
Well, that sounds a bit...
A bit what?
Well, it was Gary's idea. Gary Windass, Anna's son. He didn't want Seb messing things up for his mum.
Where is Gary?
Did you and Gary Windass intimidate Mr. Franklin?
Well, intimidate sounds a bit strong.
Or what would you prefer? Persuade? Coerce? Threaten?
We didn't threaten him.
So two grown men persuade a 16-year-old boy to get into the back of a cab to speak to him about his witness statement, which Mr. Franklin then renounces entirely in the witness box. And this doesn't count as intimidation.
Well, it wasn't like that, really wasn't.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Anna Windass has presented herself as a sincere person with a good heart and strong moral convictions. However, she clearly has a volatile streak. Given Mr. Metcalfe's admission that both he and Mrs. Windass's son tried to steer Mr. Franklin on what to say under oath, testimony which starkly contradicted statements the young man gave to police soon after the incident, I would advise you to treat his evidence with caution. Members of the jury, I would now invite you to retire and strive to reach a unanimous verdict.
All right. Where's Gary? Gee, has Gary wronged you?
Let me check. No, nothing yet.
Well, there's a turn up for the books. Underneath that Irish jig, she's no fool, that judge.
Well, let's just hope the jury aren't fools either.
Oh, please get hold of him. Mom! Mom, I love you. I love you too, darling. You stay strong. Mom! It's okay. It'll be okay.
It's gonna be okay, all right?
Hello.
Madam Foreman, has the jury reached a verdict on which you are all agreed?
We have.
Do you find Anna Windass guilty or not guilty of wounding Sebastian Franklin with intent to cause him grievous bodily harm?
Guilty.
What?
I didn't know she was.
She didn't do it! I didn't do it! I didn't push them! He's made fools of you all!
Mrs. Windass, this will not help your case!
He's the one in! He's the one that should be in here, not me! He should be locked up! Back electric feeling is pure evil! He's evil! I didn't do it!
12 yours, Anna. Unanimous verdict, Anna.
No, not before I get out there!
It's called justice, Anna.
May, I'm sorry, I love you, May.
Shh. Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
All passengers.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I do what I can. I'm just a man. I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Right, Tim, get in there. Get in there. Well, you took your time.
So I'm guessing it hasn't gone to plan then. I mean, cheating.
No, I'm not letting him get away with it again!
Nicola?
Gary? Oh, it's Pat. Is Pat had it gone?
Yeah, we heard the shot. Where's Nicola?
Eileen, where are they?
Ma'am.
Whose blood is this?
I don't know, but he wanted Zach and Nicola wouldn't give him to him, so there's been a struggle.
Shh. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. This is all my fault. This is all my fault.
Hi, sweetheart. Don't tell anyone. It's a surprise.
Nicola, can you hear me?
Need an ambulance now, guys. You?
Yeah, me.
Get off! No, it's me, okay? It's Ali, okay? I need to stay calm, okay? Stay calm, okay?
Let me just see how that happened so quickly.
Next thing I know, you'll be going right back inside.
Okay. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's keeping you alive right now, okay?
Let's be sure that she goes down for murder.
Stay with me, okay? Yeah. I think Mum's in there with him.
They still gotta die happy knowing you'll rot in jail for this.
You were gonna shoot her. And even if you weren't, I'd have still done it. It'd be worth every second of being locked up.
You heard that, Michelle? And you saw it, I got a witness.
Oh, so self-defense. You don't have to do that.
You wouldn't risk getting locked up. I have a hair.
I would. And for Luke. And Dee.
Yeah. Because people like you don't get to win. Not in the end. And when we're finished here, I'm gonna walk out there and I'm gonna go and meet my grandson. And we're gonna forget that you ever existed. I win.
Something's happening. Somebody's coming out. Get everybody back. Everybody back! Hands on your head! Hands on your head!
Right, flipping head, calm down inside.
Jenny! I was about you put them down, mate, and send them some paramedics. We've got people shot inside. My mum is
Everybody stay where you are! It's safe. Pat Phelan's dead. We need to get Nicola and Michelle to hospital.
Michelle? Okay, then. Single file, over here, quickly. Jenny!
Right, calm down. It's my husband. Saw Ali's with her.
Sorry, I should have been there. I'm sorry.
Mum! Hey!
Thank God for that. Get here.
So you need to pick up into their questions.
Zach?
Oh, he's gorgeous.
This is Grandma.
Tim. Yeah? What's all this about Phelan? Nicola and Michelle have been shot. Apparently they're still alive, but Phelan's dead.
What, he shot himself?
Oh, it is, sir.
I can't believe it.
You say that again.
Going back. What you want from me?
Yeah, oh, you know what? You're right. It's not okay. You need to keep your voice down because if anyone finds out...
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, do you know it's so good to see you. And little Zach is gorgeous, isn't he?
Come here, mate.
Why didn't you tell us you were out?
Well, it was just Gary and I, well, I found out late in the day that I was going to be released early, so we wanted it to be a surprise for you. Sounds stupid now.
It doesn't matter. I'm just glad you're here.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Bit of a coincidence, though, isn't it? You turning up the same time as Pat.
Yeah, well, he seems to follow me everywhere, that man, doesn't he?
What's going to happen now?
Now? Just want to question me again, and then... Well, before that, I think I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'm just going to have a word with someone. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. I'll look after her.
Okay.
Have you heard?
What?
Pat's dead. He shot Michelle in front of me. She's all right. She's still alive. But I thought he was going to shoot me, so I grabbed a knife.
You killed him.
It was in self-defense.
Are you sure? Are you sure that he's dead? Yeah. And you actually saw him?
Eileen, he's dead. It's over.
Nothing I can ever say will ever make things right between us. But I need to say it. I am so sorry for what he did to you. I'm so sorry what we did to you.
Thank you. I fantasized about killing him in prison. I fantasized about what it would feel like, but it didn't feel good. Because it felt like he'd done that. I don't like the person that he's made me into.
Yeah, I feel the same.
But that can't be right, can it? It can't be, Eileen. We can't be as bad as him. Because he's done this to us. He deceived you. And he raped me, and he framed me, and...
I'm so sorry.
We're all his victims, you know. The 4 people that he killed. And the people like us. He's tried to destroy. That's all on him. But with us, he's failed. Because we're still here. And we get to live our lives and forget about him. It's like we've been sleeping. And he's just a bad nightmare. But from today, we wake up and we move on. So yeah. Yeah, I forgive you.
Thank you.
Clearly there's something else going on here. Phelan just happened to get murdered the day you got released.
All right, Kev, leave it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can, please.
Right, so, apparently Nick's in surgery, but the bullet missed anything life-threatening, so...
So, thank God.
So thank God, yeah.
Right, I'll come back to ours if you want, Anna. Stay as long as you like.
No, thank you. When the police are finished with me, though, you can give us a lift to the station.
What, you're not staying?
Nah. I think after everything, I'm done with Weatherfield.
What?
I know, I'm sorry, darling. I've told the police where I'm staying.
Where's that?
At my Auntie Maureen's in Durham. Yeah, she's got me a cleaning job and a little flat. It's nice.
But he's gone now, and we're all here for you.
I know. I just... You know, there's too many memories here. I need a clean slate.
No, I'm not letting you leave me again.
You know, there's a spare room in my flat. You could always come with me if you like. I mean, I know you've got school and everything.
All right.
What, you want to?
Yeah, I want to come with you.
Hang on a minute, Faye.
What, you won't leave?
Well, it's like Mum said. A clean slate. We could do that together.
We're not here.
No. Look, please, Dad, just at least let me give it a go.
I'm gonna come and visit you.
Yeah, cool.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
That's him.